In posh Belgravia, activists scaled the multi-million-dollar mansion of a Russian oligarch, liberating the property, they said.
Fascism is everywhere!
The owner, Oleg Deripaska, is a Russian industrialist worth billions and close to Putin. He was hit with sanctions last week, one of nearly 20 whose UK assets are frozen. As London police tried to reach them, they stood their ground, sending a statement, "You occupy Ukraine, we occupy you," adding they intended to use the mansion as a center for refugee support. Not as wild as it might sound.
Mr. Speaker,
the UK's Secretary of State for Housing, Michael Gove, floated the idea in a weekend interview with the BBC.
We are saying, you're sanctioned, you're supporting Putin, this home is here, you have no right to use or profit from it, and more than that, while you are not using or profiting from it, if we can use it in order to help others, let's do that.
To help with the influx of refugees, he suggested, although admitting it would run into legal challenges.
I think it's going to take more than a few anarchists squatting that property for him to be deprived of his property rights.
Writer Oliver Bullough says Britain has allowed Russian oligarchs to operate with impunity in the UK. His new book traces the money and influence and says the British need to go further.
The system that Putin has built has been enabled out of this city. If this crisis isn't enough to make the government really, pick itself up and start taking real action, then you wonder what crisis will be.
Near the end of the day, riot police entered the house, confirming no one was inside, and police worked to force the activists down, having made their point. Police are securing the area. The activists are gone. The UK government says it's trying to figure out what to do with these seized properties while the owners are under sanctions. The owner of this house accused the British government of colluding with squatters. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, London.